the awakening of Unit 1, the awakening of the angel and possibly person within it. I don't know what happens. How do we suppress that? How do we just go back to like acting like things aren't normal? How do we just not have to explain things to plenty of others who are completely unaware of the situations going on, right? How do we just continue to hide that as Gendo in the situation? I feel like you can't, right? I don't know. Maybe you can. Maybe maybe he knows something I don't. I mean, he seems way smarter with everything he's done up to this point, so we'll see, I guess, kind of how he ends up deciding to handle that. How will that make somebody like Shinji feel, the thing that he's kind of operating now and what that actually is? You know, how would the other pilots feel knowing that these are the creatures that they're kind of involved with? It's weird. I don't know. I'm excited though. Get a little bit more into it. Hopefully you guys enjoy. If you like it all, like and subscribe to me on. Make feel free to stick around for discussion. Let me comments with this episode series. Looks like going on episode 20. Horrifying looks to it. Ugh. Ugh. The way it looks back at you like that. Great monster. Going a little different than somebody else might have thought. What do you know? What are you hiding? The first day.
エヴァ両機の損傷はヘイフリックの限界を超えています。
時間がかかるわね。すべてが戻るには。
幸い、マギシステムは移植可能です。
予備の第二発令状を使用するしかないわね。
マギはなくともですか？
そうよ。
Hmm.
使えるかどうかわからないのは初号機ね。
Look at it all bandaged. Oh my god, that's horrifying.
この初号機は3度も動いたわ。目視できる状況だけでは迂闊に触れないわよ。
迂闊に手を出すと何をされるかわからない。桂木さんと同じですね。
That a joke? What about all the others? That is true. Who's gonna pay for this? I love when they complain about the money. I love it. There's Bell, it just did not. They're so funny to me. Ugh. I don't.
初号機は我々の制御下ではなかった。これは不慮の事故だよ。よって初号機は凍結。委員会の別名あるまではだ。適切な処置です。しかし、ご子息を取り込まれ。
Oh yeah, he is, right? That absorbed him, right?
これがシンクロ率 400% の正体。そんな、
シンジ君は一体どうなったのよ？
エヴァ初号機に取り込まれてしまったわ。
何よそれ？エヴァって何なのよ？
He isn't even.
近い形をした物体としか言いようがないわね。人の意志が込められているもの。
これも誰かの意志だっていうの？
あるいはエヴァ。
なんとかなさいよ！あんたが作ったんでしょ？最後まで責任取りなさいよ！
Good morning, Ray. Glad to see you're alive. Hurt in the process, but good.
まだ生きてる。
Damn it. God, fuck, why am I here still?
そんなことで私に電話しないでよ、もう！
She's not taking this well.
何もできなかったなんて。あのバカ真珠に負けたなんて。
That's your problem. You're too focused on that. You keep letting everyone overtake you with her in the fights.
シンジ君の生命というべきものはまだ存在しているわ。
今度は人命尊重？
今やシンジ君を失うわけにはいかないのよ。
どうだか。ネルフが欲しいのは彼の命ではなく、道具としての初号機でしょ。
Yeah.
否定はしない。
He's not that important to us.
境界線を失って量子状態のままエントリープラグ内を漂っていると推測されます。つまりシンジ君は私たちの目では確認できない状態に変化している。そうです。
It's just in the void.
プラグの中の LCL 成分は化学変化を起こし、 現在は原始地球の海水に酷似しています。
Damn.
生命のスープか。
Super life.
構成していた物質は全てプラグ内に保存されているし、魂というべきものもそこに存在している。現に彼の自我イメージがプラグスーツを疑似的に実
So is there a possibility that his soul now meets with what we're assuming could be his mom's inside of those?
定着させる作業です。そんなことできるの？
マギのサポートがあれば。
Oh.
理論上はでしょ。何事もやってみなくちゃわからないわ。
How many days are they gonna let bro be trapped in here?
僕もいない。なんだこれ。なんだこれ。なんだこれ。よくわかんないや。
Oh, we're getting trippy again.
人たち。そう。僕の知っている人たち。僕を知っている人たち。そうか。
Mm-hmm. This is why you fight, right? These are the people you're here to fight for?
僕の世界のはずなのによくわからない。
That's mine. Why don't I get it?
嫌なイメージ。天使の名を冠する僕らの敵。
Mm-hmm.
エヴァの、そしてネルフの目標。
Yep.
ミサトさんのお父さんの敵。なんで僕が戦うんだろう。こんな目にあっても考えちゃいけないのかな。敵。
I'm just supposed to let it happen.
敵。みんな敵。僕らを脅かすもの。つまり敵。そうさ、自分の命を、自分たちの命を自分で守って何が悪いんだ。敵。
Bro's having his own Ray moment here. I gotta say, I don't love the flashing of images. It makes it so hard for me to read the subs. Yeah, fuck that guy. Fuck that guy. Yo. Back to the initial Ray conversation here.
なぜお父さんが
Yeah.
当たり前だよ。あんな父親なんて。
Except for the person in front of you.
父さんが僕を捨てたんだ。
その代わりが私なの。
そうだ、そうに決まってる。早波がいるから僕は捨てられたんだ。
自分から逃げ出したくせに。
うるさい。父さんがみんな悪いんじゃないか。
必要だから呼んだまでだ。
I only use you. Only when you're useful to
無
me.
理だからな。
It's designed for you, buddy.
僕はエヴァを知ってた。そしてあの時、僕は逃げ出したんだ。父さんと母さんから。
Huh?
10年前に実験済みのデータなのよ。
そんなことあったんですか？エヴァの開発中に。
まだここに入る前の出来事よ。
Hmm.
母さんは立ち会ったらしいけど、私はデータしか知らないわ。
その時の結果はどうだったんですか？
失敗したらしいわ。
I mean, yeah, I'd assume so.
あったかい。
I saw the title of it and I was like, oh, we're gonna have the same rainbow, which I thought that we just kind of had, but we're having it again here. The second one of it.
寂しいって。
We're getting the same music too for
ま
it.
だわからん。
他の人が。どうして？
それは僕がエヴァのパイロットだから。
Because you're an Ava pilot or because you're Shinji?
僕がここにいてもいい理由なんだ。僕を支えている全てなんだ。だから僕はエヴァ
So
の
sad.
敵ない。
It really is.
敵。そう、みんなが敵と呼んでいるものと戦わなきゃいけない。
戦って。
勝たなきゃ。
Fight, win, be hero. 3-step process.
で、みんなの言う通りに勝たなきゃいけないんだ。そうじゃないと。誰も。
Otherwise, nobody will have a use for me. And nobody will look at me for me, right? Nobody will praise me.
よくやったな、シンジ。
And you'll let all these people down, right? That expect things of you.
父さんも褒めてくれるんだ。
Yep.
エヴァに乗ると褒めてくれるんだ。こんな僕をみんなも乗れって言ってるんだ。父さんも僕を捨てた父さんを見返してやるんだ。
But even he has praised you for it before, right?
こんなに一生懸命戦ってるんだ。僕のことを大事にしてよ。僕に優しくしてよ。
Huh? Huh. No clue what to make up of this right now, I gotta be honest.
シンジ君バカシンジ
シンジ君
あ、シンジ、
Mm.
シンジ。
イカリ君シンジ君バカシンジシンジ君あシンジあシンジイカリ君シンジ君バカシンジシンジ君あシンジあシンジ
What a fun transition.
ってみてダメだ
Like got slightly tilted too.
囚われている
どういうこと
つまり失敗
せき止められません
これはなぜ帰りたくないのシンジ君
Hmm.
わからないわからない
Have the ability just to give up there, right? Forget it all, give up on it all, flow
何
freely.
を願うの何を願うの何を願うの何を願うの
Who? Who was that?
プラグライン圧力上昇。
全作業中止電源落として
ダメですプラグが
I like how we're working towards him actually finding his purpose, though, as opposed to fucking other bullshit. And he's not in there. Again? Or are we tripping again?
エヴァの中だよ
Yeah, okay, I think we're tripping.
僕はまたエヴァに乗ったのかどうして
もうエヴァには乗らないの
僕はエヴァにはもう乗らないって決めたんです
でもあなたは乗ったわエヴァンゲリオン初号機にシンジ君あなたはエヴァに乗ったから今ここにいるのよ
Ava has brought you this far.
エヴァの中になったのよそのことをエヴァに乗っていた事実を今までの自分を自分の過去を否定することはできないわただこれからの自分をどうするかは自分で決めなさい
Why do you pilot it? What do you want to do here? What are your goals, your intentions?
一人助けられなくて何が科学よシジ君を返して返してよ
タトさん綾波
No, I think it's that fourth one.
そうだ
He's breaking free. He's seeing it. He's seeing it. Oh fuck! It's happening.
後に生きていくのか。
幸せになるチャンスはどこにでもあるわ
そうか。
He hasn't found it yet. I'll tell you that.
決めてくれた
A world for him to find it.
女だったらレイと名付ける。
シンジ
Name him what?
母さん
Is it gonna form into? The cuts are so fucking good. Oh,
シンジ君
just came out.
修復作業
人造人間エヴァンゲリオン人が作ったにしては未知のブラックボックスが大きすぎない
久しぶりに飲んでかない
ごめん今日はちょっちね
Gotta go home. Strapped her in the
シン
streets.
ジ君が無事と分かったら男と密会とはね人のことは言えないか
Hmm.
いつかは今頃いやらしい女だって軽蔑してるわねきっと
She can finally lay out and relax.
それとも私
いや、自分を。
他人をでしょあなた人のことには興味ないものそのくせ寂しがる本当お父さんと同じね
It's a crazy thing to say while you're laying on top of a dude like this.
人類保管計画どこまで進んでるの人を滅ぼすアダムなぜ地下に保護されてるの
それが知りたくて、俺と会ってる。
Are you using this as a way to?
ご婦人に利用されるのも光栄の至りだが。
今は私の希望が伝わればいいのネルフそして怒り試練の本当の目的は何
こっちが知りたいさ。
I don't even know that. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing in this moment. I feel like we got the point. We didn't need this the whole part, but I guess we got it.
変なもの入れないでよこんな時にもう何
プレゼントさ、8年ぶりの。最後かもしれないがな。
Lads, I'm at a loss. I gotta be honest. This is one of those episodes where I gotta rewatch it when I edit and probably pick up on a bunch of things. So we'll talk a little bit, but I really don't expect this discussion to be too long because I don't really think I can add too much to a bunch of it. I'll just tell you what I've kind of got out of it, what I think was kind of going down. Maybe there wasn't so much for it, and it was more of a chance for a rebirth almost of Shinji to really kind of strip himself clean of everything and really have like this psychoanalysis of himself, and really dive in and figure out who he is, what he wants, and his purpose, intentions, and a whole bunch of things are, which is more so kind of the feeling I'm getting, right? Him being kind of put in this state, really questioning everything, seeing all these illusions and all these things that are coming to his mind, all these desires and things within him, the deepest things kind of within him that he's almost locked away or hidden away up to some point, really remembering a lot of things with him being younger, things with his mom, things with his dad and stuff, even though he seems he has no memory of any of that stuff. Small little glimpses seem to shine through at different moments, and then remembering and seeing, wanting to become one or something, or thinking of possibilities and options when it comes to somebody like Misato, right, or Asuka in those moments, and maybe the way that he actually views them, whether that's more of just a emotional or sexual kind of way that he ends up seeing them, would be natural for somebody. I mean, especially going through his progressions and his age and everything, and also have like these interlocked desires and stuff that typically a lot of people would actually end up having, not something that you openly go out of your way and reveal or say or expose at any given moment, unless the opportunity really comes out that allows you to present yourself. It's a interesting way for us to have that happen, and I think it definitely just shines light on what exactly he's here for, right? I said last episode that he found his passion, right? He found his reason for being here. He has these people there's a reason to protect and fight, and like these people mean a lot to you, and they're special to you for whatever the reason is. But it doesn't actually seem like he found that reason. Maybe I found that reason for him, but it doesn't seem he found that. And that's kind of what this is. What does he want? The entire time he's just been doing what he's told. Somebody like Asuka calls that out on him constantly. The entire time he just kind of listens and then convinces himself he wants the praise and stuff from his dad, gets the praise from everybody else. I pilot the Ava, I get good scores on the harmonic tests, I do good, all this stuff, I synchronize extremely well, I try my hardest to do all this, I fight well, I listen to everybody, I do all these things for the praise and the feedback of others. It sounds extremely similar to Asuka at the end of the day, but at the same time, that's pretty different with the way that he's kind of approaching this, because that's not really what he wants. He's telling himself that's almost what he wants, but it's also a very unhealthy way of him living and kind of going about things. And I think he's becoming well aware that that is the situation, especially as he's able to remove himself from it and realize that they all praise him, as the pilot of Ava 1, not as Shinji, not as who he is, not as him, as opposed to just this object, this being, this person who has to have this role. He plays his role, he does his thing, he gets praised, he's the hero in that situation, right? And that's kind of what he's living out. But is he living out as himself, or is he living out as this persona, this person that others have kind of created and put in place for him, and he just has to live up to the role that they're kind of expecting, the expectations of the others? I don't know. I do know that's exactly what he is doing right now, but that's not what he wants. And I don't know what it necessarily is that he wants. I'd assume it would be just as simple as I want to see the people that I love, the people that I've grown close to, the ones that I live with, that I care for, that I have this deep connection to, the people who I know their name, their faces, their backstory, things about them, things about their family, like all these important things. I want to see them see tomorrow, greet tomorrow with a smile. I want them to have that future where they're able to live in happiness. I want them to be there. I want them to be a part of my life too. I would like to be there, even if I don't have to, and I have to sacrifice myself, as we've seen before. And he'd much rather be the one who goes as opposed to these people who are close to him, which is a really big and strong statement to actually have to make in that moment. It's a really interesting thing that I'm assuming will probably find a reason like that. Now, if he finds a reason entirely different, I'm going to lose my mind because I'm going to have zero clue what's going on. But I think it'll be probably something a little bit more simplistic like that. And there's nothing wrong with that entirely. Sometimes we focus on reasons that some people have where they come off a little bit simplistic, or you can kind of view them as like cliche, or some people say things are corny, or just kind of there's nothing really to them. There's nothing unique or special about the reasons that they have, but it's one of those scenarios where it doesn't matter. It's natural. That's a thing. You do things for others. You do things so you can see others. You give back to others. You put yourself in a position because it makes you much happier as yourself to see others smile and have others live through enjoyment and do things, rather than you being that one yourself. That's literally studies and things, kind of done on that. that people like doing things for others more than they do for themselves. You know, it's a thing. And sometimes, I mean, it's easier to do things for yourself. Of course it is, because you can just buy and tell yourself these are the things you want. These are the things that'll truly make you happy. But I mean, I'd rather people do things for me almost. I'm not saying that I want to sit around and rely on and have everybody else do them, but more so in the way of like, it is one of those when it does happen and you see that somebody cares enough and put thought into and goes out of their way to do something that is, there was just thought and effort and intention kind of put behind the things that they're doing for you. You're the person that's in their mind, and it's for you. It's not for this being, you know, in Shinji's situation, it's not for being the pilot there. It's for him being him, and they wanted to go out of their way and do something nice for him. It means a lot, and it really means a lot more when it comes from something like that, which I'm assuming he might be able to come to that conclusion when he reawakens here. That'd be the dream, right? That'd be the hope. I don't really know. And that's kind of what I've got out of the entire thing. We'll skim through a little bit, but a lot of it's going to be just kind of that. And that's really what I think I latched onto here. I love the meeting, complaining about the money and everything. The damage is done. I love how they always end up doing that when they destroyed the unit and everything. See, they talk about a lot of stuff here. We see Unit 1 is kind of all restrained like this. It's still kind of in this form, but bandaged and packed up here, while Shinji's kind of reverted to absolutely nothing on the inside. It's very frightening. Especially shots like that. Unexpected turn of events. Except he kind of expected probably some of that to happen. Does not care too much that his son's really too trapped in there. He definitely is still inside of it. Masato loses her mind here, of course. I mean, because naturally they don't care about Shinji. They're more so worried about the unit itself. And they don't really know what to do and how to approach the situation. Everybody on different ends here. Asuka losing her mind. Everybody else is praising Shinji. I can't believe it. I lost to him. I hate that kid. It's like, yeah, stop focusing so much on him. Focus on yourself. We got a lot to learn and go into still a little bit with her. We definitely do. So frightening constantly with these images of it. He's in the soup of life here at this point. His seat's completely empty as we see here, all mangled and messed up. He's just kind of in the void right now, which we end up getting to see, and he gets spit out a little bit later. As he just flashes through a constant flashing of him thinking of, you know, what his purpose is, his enemy, what is he going after? Is he just doing things because he was told to, you know, how his past has led him to where he is, what he is the pilot and his whole position there. We get this constant loop, which I'm assuming is just, like I said, the restricting all the way back straight desires that are kind of coming out of him, deep within him, you know, having this ability to feel like he's becoming one almost with somebody else. Feeling like that they want him for him, maybe not him as the pilot. Would he be able to give that up? Would he be able to lose sight of everything, right? Is this something that he would desire as well? But would he be able to almost give in to this and lose himself and not want to actually come out of here and be spit out of the situation and resort into one of these people? Be a part of that. I don't know. It's interesting hearing everybody call out his voice. As he shells up here, doesn't know what to do. The suit comes out. It's crazy hospital cut again, but not actually him being there likely. Unless this is him being here and him waking up and then reflecting on the things that he just heard and kind of went through. But I don't think so. I could be wrong. I don't know. Makes him reflect. He thinks about his mom a lot in these moments too. Ends up seeing that almost like manifesting and swimming himself to her, right? In this moment, what we're believing, the soul and the things that's kind of intact, is he's able to kind of float through the space and be a part there and connect with her to a point that, like, I don't know if it's his desire to come out and return and maybe finding that answer that he needed here resulted in him being latched out here, or if it's a cry for help almost of Masato and in the unit itself being able to see somebody, you know, care this deeply for him and want him to return and want him to be here, makes it kind of spit out there is a purpose and a reason for him to kind of be back here. How about we go for a drink? Nah, I'm good. We're going to see a fucking man. I got other things to do. Finds out a bunch of, she's kind of, I don't know, maybe I have a bad read on the situation, but it just essentially sounds like to me she's using Kaji and his desires and, you know, wants and stuff like that. Also her own, and she can kind of relieve all of that as well. But at the same time, being able to utilize that to her strength for her to receive and figure out information of everything that she needs to, because he's extremely vulnerable in this point. but he can give us a little bit, but he doesn't know everything, and he doesn't have all of it. We extend this a lot longer than I feel like was needed, but you know, it gets the point though. We get it. And to the point that he was trying to give her a present, as he likes to say. And it's the last time that he might have the opportunity to do so. What the fuck does he mean by that? Well, I'm assuming he's got a plan, or he knows of a plan that is kind of in place, and things might be going pretty bad here going forward. And I'm interested to see. Sorry if I didn't hit y'all with everything that you would have liked, and I usually like to as well. I gotta watch it again and figure it out. A bunch of stuff that I feel like I'm still behind on, and things I probably won't even be able to grasp go into the next episode. But we'll do it before we watch the next one, definitely. So hopefully I can feel a little bit stronger about what we're gonna get into. This straight trip of an episode, let me tell you. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you liked it all, like and subscribe, doing lots. Maybe feel free to check out the videos and channel, leave comments with this episode or series. I'll be back very soon for episode 21. I hope you guys have a great one. Peace.